Morning, everybody. Welcome back to the Conservative Patriot. My name is Keith. Hope you're doing well today. It's been about a week and a half since my last video. Lots happened, but I wanted to talk about today and focus on today was President Trump and his diagnosis recently with the coronavirus, his trip to Walter Reed. Spent a few days there, spent the weekend there actually, and is now back home at the White House. There's been a lot of talking heads out there interjecting. They hope Trump gets well, like you're supposed to do. His family hope the first lady gets better, well wishes, etc. And then there are those assholes on the left who wish the president ill. Like Chris Rock, for instance, on Saturday Night Live. He gets up and does his monologue and says, let's identify the elephant in the room. President Trump, has been diagnosed with the coronavirus, and then he goes on and he says, my money's on the coronavirus. Are you serious right now? Serious. Let's just hope that the coronavirus beats the president. What an asshole. And then I've also heard many talking heads say that, it's just a political tactic. He doesn't really have the coronavirus. He's faking it. No. First of all, why would the president fake getting the coronavirus? There are way too many people involved to pull off a fake scheme like this. Way too many doctors. Way too many. It's not. It's not true at all. Unlike some of you, Chris Cuomo, for example. Let's put on my fake coronavirus and then, get caught outside, mountain biking or playing at the beach or whatever by his neighbor without a mask. And, as he's on TV touting how sick he is and everyone needs to wear a mask while he's outside, apparently not very sick at all and not wearing a mask. So the hypocrisy is strong with those folks. But what I think the president should do, I think he should use this as a way to show the American people. And I know it's kind of been said a little bit that, you can't let this virus rule your life. And that's kind of been my theory all along. When it first happened, was I a little leery and nervous? Well, yeah, of course. I didn't know what the hell's going on. I don't want to get it. Nobody knew really anything about it or what it was. But as time progressed and went on, and we learned more about it, you need to get out and live your life. You just can't be dominated by a virus that has a 99.8% survival rate or whatever it is. Ridiculous. Even as low as 99.6%, whatever model you're reading. The CDC has broken it down by age group, and I think even in Trump's age group of 70 and older, the survival rate is 96% or 94%. So there's a 6% chance that things could go sideways at that age with underlying factors. Did Trump have some of those underlying factors? Yes. Is he a bigger guy? Yeah. He's not obese as the news is saying that he is. He's definitely a big guy, but he's close to the obese category just because of the way the height and weight charts work. Doesn't look obese to me, but then again, that's just the way that these, the height and the weight charts are working. I remember when I was in the Army, and we always had like weigh-ins. I was super skinny. I was 5'10", and I weighed like 130 pounds when I went into the Army. I didn't gain any weight or lose any weight in boot camp like a lot of guys do. But I remember that according to the weight scale, that I was close to the malnourished section. I'm like, trust me, I'm not malnourished. I eat all the time. So that's how these scales are they're a little off. They're not accurate. They're a generalization. But anyways, so he had that. He also had a higher cholesterol than he should have. So that was also a risk factor for this. But he has great doctors. We have great resources at Walter Reed. We have great medications that have been proven to work. And he also took, I forgot what medication it was, that was still kind of in the last phases of testing. It's kind of an experimental drug, but it worked. And if you look at the course of, or the days that he had the coronavirus, he probably had it during the debate and was just asymptomatic, and his test came back negative because he wasn't having any symptoms. I'm not sure if that's how it works, but he didn't test positive. So Wednesday is kind of when things started appearing, symptoms started showing, but maybe it could have been a cold or whatever. So if you go to Wednesday to Sunday, that's 5 days. So he's already like halfway through the normal time period for coronavirus to be in your body. 10 to 14 days generally, and it's gone. Generally speaking, there are outlying cases where it's lasted a lot longer. There's that one. I think he's a writer. I can't remember for what outlet, but 45 days it took him to get over it. But again, older person. Everybody's different. Take it seriously when you have it. Just like the flu. We have a flu vaccine. Not many people take it. I get it. I never really got it when I was younger, but I think I've gotten it every year since I've had kids, just because I don't want them to get sick. It's kind of what you do as a mature adult. So as of yesterday or Sunday, he was 5 days into it. So if things were going to go sideways, it was going to be kind of in that 3 to 5 day window, and it didn't happen. So he's a strong-willed guy, had the right medications, and was able to knock it out of his system enough where he's able to go back to the White House as of 6:30 last night. We'll see how he's doing today. I haven't heard the news yet, but I'm sure he's doing fine. If you look at him, outward appearances, he looks fine. Sounds fine. And my point is that he should use this as like, look, I got the coronavirus. I've been working nonstop through this for you. I haven't been hiding in my basement like Joe Biden. I've been going to work every day. Even I can get the coronavirus in the environment that I am, being so well protected in the White House. You can always get it. So it doesn't matter where you are, what bubble you're wrapped in. If it's gonna get you, it's gonna get you. Kind of like when your number's up, your number's up. But don't let it stop you from living your life and doing your job and scaring you into hiding. That's not the way it works. And I think that his campaign should build on this and say, look at what we're doing. Look at what I've done. Look what I've learned since I've had this. Don't let it rule your life. It rules Joe Biden's life. Joe Biden is being ruled by a virus. He's being scared into staying inside by a virus. Is he older? Yes, but so is Trump. They're 4 years apart. So 4 or 5 years apart, something like that. But that's the point. Don't let this virus rule your life. Trump needs to get on task and start hammering this, and they need to start hammering Joe Biden, because I don't believe in a big believer in polls, because last year at this time it said that or not last year, but 2016, this time it said Hillary Clinton was up by like 11 or 12% or something, and it shows right now the Wall Street Journal poll that had the same number. It shows Joe Biden being up by like 13% or something like that, and Trump still won. So don't believe the polls, but if you look at it, believe it to a certain extent, and then focus on a message and hammer that shit until election day, and and come out on top. But that's what Trump needs to do with this coronavirus diagnosis. He needs to come out and say, look, I got it. I'm 74 years old. I didn't let this thing rule my life. You can beat it. We're all going to beat it. We're stronger together. We're a great country. We have overcome many adversities in our past, and this is just another one in our way. So let's work stronger together and get through this. That's all I got, guys. Do me a favor. Have a great day. And always remember, stay on the right side. Talk to you soon.